Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to the entire RVC YouTube channel here. I sincerely appreciate all of your presence here tonight, and I'm super duper excited to announce that it's an honor to address people not just state-wise, not just country-wise, but continental-wise. So there are people joining from across 180 plus countries here, and today we are going to witness something which will help each one of you to witness that how this platform can help you to achieve your financial freedom. So I would love to have the host bringing back the screen on the PPT on the screen, please. And here a quick tip to all the people who are watching me live all over the world here. I just want everyone to keep your mind completely, like absolutely open because whatever you're going to witness today, because there are people joining here on a different intentions. Some of you have joined here to witness that how I can make money out of this platform. Some of you have joined that how I can get more time from this platform. Some of you have joined here how I can get that time freedom, how I can travel around the world. So there are multiple people with multiple reasons tuned in today for this meeting. And today we are going to witness something that how exactly this platform that where you have been tuned in, it can help you to achieve your financial freedom. So for that, I just want each and everyone to drop it in the comment section, some excitement emojis so that we get to know that you guys are like super duper excited. Right. So before we start today's beautiful program. I just want to set some rules with each one of you. So can we all set some rules that the number one rules which I want to set, we'll go to the second slide. I want each and everyone to kindly snooze your notifications because most of you are watching it in YouTube. So I know there are a lot of recommendations and distractions as well, isn't it? So I want you guys to not to get distracted. I want you to pay some attention for this meeting because this has the potential to change your financial structure into a 360-degree paradigm shift. So for that to happen, the number one thing what I want all of you to do is snooze your notifications. Can you all snooze your notifications? Number two, I want each and everyone who's joining for this meeting to invest minimum 60 minutes of your time. And the biggest investment one man can ever make is time, isn't it? So number three is I want each and everyone to have an open mind. So when your mind is open for an opportunity, I think that's when you can grab the maximum out of that meeting. And last but not the least, of course, if we have a time, we'll have a questions or answer sessions. If not, I think we have to close the meeting. We'll go to the next slide. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to help you all to understand that how exactly from this channel of RVC with power of DXN, that how one person can attain a financial freedom, how one person can make his dream come into reality. So for you to witness that roller coaster of journey to take you to your financial freedom, I think we should have someone who is as energetic and dynamic to help you all understand that how one can make his financial freedom come true. And we have someone who's very special, one of my favorite, right? The one who introduced me to this platform and made my life better every single day. To talk about this person, I'm going to invite our guest speaker of the day tonight. She is basically from Hassan, Karnataka, right? Brought up in Bangalore by a beautiful couples like parents. Her dad was a self-employed and mom was a homemaker, right? She studied electronical engineering, right, in Reva University. This lady has always an ambition of being an entrepreneur, always doing something which generally what people don't do outside. And that's how I think she manifested the journey of entrepreneurship. And that's how she manifested this platform today, right? And gradually she started building business. She started her own startup, which went into a toss. Then she realized success is not something that is pursued, it is something that is attracted by the personality you become. That's when she understood that let her improve her personality. And today, I would proudly say that she is building a business in more than 7 countries, built an organization more than 1,500 people in more than 7 countries. It's not a game. And same Reva University, the college where she studied in Bangalore, was invited her as a chief guest. I think that's a privilege and honor for any student going back as a chief guest, isn't it? So we have someone who's dynamic leader, all the cross from Karnataka, Bangalore here. So I would love to welcome our speaker of tonight, Miss Sonika Nagesh, on the virtual meeting, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sam. I think can we have a big and better round of applause for in giving a warm introduction, and that's what this opportunity can give. So good morning, everyone. So I hope I'm audible and visible to each one of you here. Fantastic. So, can we go to the next slide? So, when I welcome all of you by saying good morning, if some of you are attending this meeting for the first time, let me know that good morning is nothing but good more earning. So, today we are all here to understand that how we can actually start making more money, right? So, quickly, let me cover who is this meeting is for, right? So this meeting is for people who are aspiring to be an entrepreneur. Second, who are decision makers. Third, who are willing to learn. And fourth, who are ready to have a low setup cost, right? So if any one of you here who can actually take decisions and willing to learn and go big, and this meeting is for you. So can we go to the next slide? Okay, so I want all of you to do one thing, whoever is attending with me live here. I'm going to ask you certain question. So I want all of you to pay a close attention to this question and see and listen and message me in the comment section if you can relate to any of this what I speak. Isn't it okay? Yes. So if so, comment me in the comment section. So can we go to the next slide? Just close your eyes and listen to what I'm saying. Are you somebody who's tired of working tirelessly without seeing any significant financial rewards, which is leading you into sacrifice and a stressful life? If you can relate to this, then message me in the comment section. Can we go to the next slide? Are you feeling frustrated with the limitation of your current career or business where you cannot close it randomly and take a vacation? If you can relate to it, then message me yes in the comment section. Next. Do you find it challenging to maintain a healthy work life and also a personal balance because your commitments are consuming your quality time? If yes, message me yes. Do you remember that you had a dream once, whereas today you're forgotten, compromised because of a social expectation? Next. As a woman, do you feel financially dependent and wish to contribute more to your family's income and have your own identity? I was once there. Are you concerned about maintaining optimal health and wellness amidst a hectic lifestyle? If yes, please comment. Next. Okay, so if each one of you who are here and if you could relate to any one of this, whatever I read it just now, let me tell you, this meeting is a solution. I was once there, where I had as Sam said, Sam gave a beautiful introduction about me, and I would like to go deep, dig in about how did I come in and why am I here today. When I think about why am I doing what am I doing, I have to go back to my roots where I come from, where I was born to a beautiful parents, where my dad was a self-employed and my mom was a housemaker. In the beginning, my dad at the age of 7, he always told me that, you have to start being independent no matter what. Whoever is a man in your life, you have to be financially free. And this thought made me somewhere deep dig in, and I felt like I have to be ambitious, because of which, and they believed, because I was just two girls in my family, they believed that giving education is like an asset to them, right? So they gave me that education, and that's how today I stand out as an electronic engineer. Somewhere because of that thought and the ambition that they gave me, the freedom that they gave me, I started imagining thinking big. I wanted to live a luxurious lifestyle. I wanted to travel around the world. I wanted to be an inspiration to people. I wanted to build business. I wanted to be that top millionaire, billionaire. So that was my aspiration. But because of which, I started studying well. So if you see all my school degree, my engineering, I was top 10. That's how I studied well, because somewhere in my thought that if I study well, I can actually go out and get a job and make money. Like a conventional, what we think about, getting a good marks, doing a job, getting a degree, go out, work, and then get married. That's what a conventional we think about, and that's what I thought about. And that's where, I was knocked into the reality. But I was a student where, growing up with lot of fear, insecurity, lot of low self esteem, and this showed up in my interviews when I had to attend the interviews. And that's where I faced my first rejection, and I was knocked down. My confidence went down. I was literally felt that I'm not able to achieve something. Then again, I started a startup, which again went down 3 months bankrupt again. And when everything went out dark, when you're blank out, that's where actually you'll try to find out a true potential, they say. And that is when my true potential came in as a blessing in disguise, because the idea which I'm going to show today is the actual idea which came as a blessing in disguise in my life, which changed a 360-degree paradigm shift. So today, if somebody who are looking out for an opportunity, where you're looking for a change, you're looking for a growth, I think you are in a right place. And what it has happened to me, I'm sure it can happen to you as well if you pay a close attention. Because of this idea, the business idea which came across in my life, my personality started improving. The girl which doubted herself, did not think about the skills. I did not understand that skill was more important than the marks. Because of this idea, I started improving myself. I started understanding my potential. I turned out to be an entrepreneur, turned out to be a public speaker. The girl who doubted whether if she can make even single rupee because of my low confidence, because people were rejecting me, today started making a 5-figure to 6-figure income just because of this business idea, which I'm going to show you today. The girl where she was rejected from her own college, where the majority of the interviews I was not able to clear, the same college started inviting me as a guest speaker, as a chief guest. And I started traveling around the world to 2 countries I have traveled till now, because of the same idea which I'm showing you today. So if this can happen to me, my dear friends, it can happen to you as well, provided you pay a close attention. So what I want all of you to do is close your eyes and imagine what I'm going to tell you today, right? Can we go to the next slide? Imagine having a flexibility to work on your own terms and schedules, achieving financial freedom, and spending more time with your loved ones. How does that make you feel? It's going to be amazing, isn't it? Next slide. Imagine having the opportunity to build a legacy for your family and future generation, while also traveling the world, exploring new cultures, and growing your business. How empowering and enriching would those experiences would be, isn't it? Next. As a woman, envision achieving financial independence, contributing to your family's income, finding your own identity and fulfillment. How empowering and fulfilling would the journey would be, isn't it? Next. At last, how fulfilling it would be a part of a community that celebrates success, we support each other's growth, and that reveals the secret to your dream lifestyle. Next. So imagine, my dear friends, if at all you're here, I'm sure that if at all you're here, somewhere you wanted a growth, you're already making some kind of an income, but you're here because you wanted to create a dream lifestyle. Yes or yes, right? If yes, please comment me in the chat section. So today, let us understand that how we can start creating that dream lifestyle. And here I come up with the top 3 secrets what the rich people follow, right? So if we want to have the dream lifestyle, we have to follow what rich people do, isn't it? So today I'm going to cover the 3 topics that what actually the secret is. The first secret is the stages to create wealth. All the top rich people here in this world create wealth, right? So let us see what are the stages of create wealth. So if you're here today, I'm sure that you just don't want to make money, but I'm sure that you want to create wealth. Next. The first stage is you might be having a profession, either a job, either a business, whatever is your profession right now. Along with your profession, you start building a business part time. So, congratulations. Today, you're here where you're going to see an idea how you can start creating a business part time. So, now let's understand what is this business and why do you think you need business? Can we go to the next slide? So here comes the famous person, and he's my favorite. I've been learning about him and about the concepts of how becoming rich from this gentleman called Robert T. Kiyosaki, where he talks about a beautiful concept called cash flow quadrant. I'm sure each one of you here today, we make money in either of this, either as an employee, either as a self-employed, maybe you're a doctor, lawyer, or you're having your own business, either a business owner or an investor. So let me tell you, there is a statement that if you do not find a way to make money while you're even sleeping, then you might have to be working until you die. So, my dear friends, you're here because you are finding out a way that how you can start making money even when you're sleeping, isn't it? So, here comes a story here. I remember there were two people in a village called Babu and Bablu. They here in this village, they were finding out, they were trying to find out a job. They saw that okay, in this village there was no water, so they found an idea that nearby there was a well. So they thought that if I can start fetching a water of bucket, placing from this village to that village, then I can start making the money. So the more the buckets that they were transferring from the well to the village, the more they were getting paid. They felt, "Oh, okay, this is a very good idea." They had stamina, they had energy. They started, taking the bucket, take the water. Every day they were at least completing 50 buckets of water they were fetching, and each bucket were paying them 100 rupees. So they were feeling very happy that the family, they started making money, the family started growing, the lifestyle started growing up, and they felt like, wow, my life is set. The more the buckets, the more the water, and the more the money. But after, I think, a year, Bablu was falling sick. He was not having the same energy, he was not having the same stamina. And so he had to, he went to the doctor and he fell sick. And he started worrying that now I am not able to take this bucket of water to the village. What happens now? This continues. The minute I am absent, now taking out the bucket, I am not able to make money. So if it continues for a month, then there is no money. What if it continues for years? Then again, there is no money. So he started worrying, he started getting tension, and he felt like, what am I going to do right now? Then there was another idea he flashed that, okay, now I am not able to make money without my physical presence. So I have to start doing something where without my physical presence, I should start making money. And that's where my family would be secured and I will also be secured. Then he felt that why not I'll start building a pipeline from where the well is and to the village. So every time I can keep one manager and I can on the tap, and it will, start flow, the water will start flowing in the pipeline and the village will get the water. So he felt happy and he went and shared this idea with Babu. And this Babu said, are you mad? I'm not going to do all this. I'm happy right now. I have the energy and I am going to fetch the water. And the more bucket I am having, the more money I'm making. Why I should build the pipeline? I don't find the necessity. But somehow Bablu understood without his physical presence is not going to make money. He started building the pipeline. So what he did, half of the time he used to take out the time to fetch the bucket of water so that he gets the money. Half of the time he utilized in building a pipeline. 5 years over, he built a huge pipeline from the well till the village. Now, this 5 years, the Babu enjoyed the money, but he started losing out the energy, started losing out the stamina. And now the villagers found out that this pipeline was more necessary, was enough than the bucket. So everybody started paying Bablu the more money because without his physical presence today, he had money, he had time. So, my dear friends, what am I trying to tell here is the bucket, The money that what you're making today as an employee, as a self-employed, is like a bucket. Maybe you're a lawyer, maybe we are a doctor, maybe we are working in a 9 to 5. Just imagine that without your physical presence, will you be able to make money? That's how 95% of the population today are making an active source of income, which is just 5%. But if you see who are the business owners or the investors like Ratan Tata, Ambani, today their physical presence is not there. But once upon a time, they utilized their time to build a pipeline, to build a network. And that is the reason today they are making 95% of the wealth today. So where you want to be in? Do you want to be in that left quadrant where you're just making an active source of income, that is a bucket income, or you want to be a business owner or an investor where you can have 90% of the wealth, where you can start building a pipeline? So if you're here today, I'm sure that you are not just person that who just want to have a bucket income which is just 5%, but you are a person who wants to create that pipeline for yourself which is 95%. And that's the reason we require a business in our life, isn't it? Can we go to the next slide? So congrats that today you are getting a business opportunity where you can start building a pipeline for yourself, right? So now you stage 2. What is stage 1? You are having a profession. Now you are building a business part-time. Stage 2 is, along with your profession, start strengthening your business and start building your savings from your business income. Next. Stage 3 is, you have your still a job or profession, you're strengthening your business. Now, whatever the savings that you've done from your business, you're investing in an income generating asset. Stage 4, next slide. You can continue having your job or profession. Next, continue strengthening your business. Now start investing in your multiple income source where you can start generating the asset, maybe in a rent, maybe in a stock. There are so many ways that you can start building the asset. Now the asset income, what you're making. Next, stage 5, from that income, you are actually start living your dream lifestyle. So congratulations. Today, you are getting an opportunity where you are going to create a stage 5 for yourself, that is going to create a wealth lifestyle, not just income or a money, but also you're ready to create a wealthy life. Can we go to the next slide? Now the secret number 2. So the secret number 1 is, all rich people create wealth. They just don't make money. Now, how can we start creating a wealth using this secret number 2 is called leverage. Now, what is this leverage? Can we go to the next slide? So if you see all the business people, you take an example of Tata, Birla, Ambani, they build a network, they build system. So they use their time to build network, and the network will work for them. And that's how today, without their physical presence, they still make money. So leverage is nothing but the difference between what work you put in and the result that you get out. For example, I'll give an example. Let's take, if I tell you, go chop a tree. So what if, let's take, if you have to chop a tree alone, you can hardly chop one tree to, of course, chopping tree is not recommendable, but I'm just giving an example. If let's say you have to chop a tree alone, how maximum you can do? 1, 2, 5, 10, right? But what if you can chop a tree along with a team? How many? Even if somebody can do it one, if you do it with a team of 100, in a day, 100 trees can be chopped. So that's what is leverage means. I'll give you a small example. Let's take your working. Let's take your working in Infosys. Let's take your working in Microsoft. You are a talented person. Let's take your income is dependent on your skill and your time. You can spend 24 hours is common for each one of us. So that's the ultimate. And you have a talent. Let's take you are very good in coding. Let's take you're very good in managing. So based upon these two, you're getting your output. Your output is nothing but your income. But how this successful people or rich people are making money? They are building a network. Like you, there are 10,000 people. There are 10 lakh people. So let's take Narayan Murthy has 10,000 people or 10 lakh people. Each one of us spending their own skill, They have a different talent, and each person is spending 8 hours in a day. So can you imagine the productivity in a day? So if even if you start doing anything alone, can we reach the income what these people can be reaching? So this is the secret that what all other successful people are doing. So let's use this secret of leverage. So what are the types of leverage? Can we go to the next slide? There are 4 C's of leverage that we can start using. One is the capital. Let's take, you have 10 crores, 20 crores, you can invest in a property and start getting a rent. That's one of a leverage that you can do if you have huge money. Second is code, like if you see Instagram, Facebook, Zoom, the YouTube, where we are connected right now, they are good in code. So they have designed an app to the lack of users are using, and that's how they are making money. The third is the content, like let's take the movie production. They are producing a content, the YouTubers, the Instagram channels. You're producing using an internet and produce a content, millions of views they go, you get paid. That's a leverage again, right? Collaboration, like how, as I said, in a team, if you can do it alone, you can do less. But if you can do it together with a team, you can do it more. That's what a collaboration is. So congratulations today. Can we go to the next slide? Today, whatever the business idea you're going to see, we are using the output of collaboration. We are using both the internet, that is the content, and the collaboration. And that's how we can also start creating a life of a dream. Can we go to the next slide? So 2 secrets we covered. The last secret is compounding. What is this compounding? Can we go to the next slide? So imagine that I will tell you, I'll give you 2 options. The first option is I'll give you, you work with me. 1 lakh I will give you every day, which keeps adding up. So at the end of 30 days, which comes up to 30 lakh. That is option number 1. Second option, I'll tell you, I'll give you 2 rupees one day, and this 2 rupees gets multiplied every day. Which option do you choose? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is a way where 2 rupees might look small in the beginning, but if you multiply it for 30 days, do you know how much it's going to be? It's going to be 500 crores. So that's the power of compounding. That's the power of exponential. Small thing multiplied over a period of time gives you big money. So let's take, if you're in a job already, we are getting hike, which is additional. So what do you want? You want an additional hike or you want an exponential growth, right? So today we are using again this compounding secret, what all rich people are going to use. Next. Congratulations. So as I said, we are going to earn money through exponentially. Next. So now all of us are here today to achieve our dream lifestyle, right? So how can we make it into a reality? By applying all the secret. 1, we are creating a wealth. 2nd, we are using leverage. And 3rd, we are using compounding. Now let's hear that how we can utilize this to make it into a reality. And I'm going to introduce a business idea here next to you, where any business for that matter, it requires a product or a service which is going to give a solution for people. How did Uber came in? How did Amazon came in? How did Redbus came in? All, if you see, the businesses which are long term is going to give a product or a service which is going to give a solution for us, right? That's how we can sustain for a long term. So today we have 2 options. Either you can try to invent a product by yourself, do a lot of research, and then you open up your own company and start, selling those products. Or we can get partnered with a company where already the products are tested and trial. Already it's helping millions of users getting a benefit. Which option do you choose? I am smart, I'm wise, in fact. So I choose the second option, where I collaborated with $1 billion company, which is actually a tested and trial and giving us a world-class products. So here I represent next. Here I represent my favorite, and let me tell you this, as the company DXN has brought a 360 paradigm shift in my life. As I was telling you, once when we are in a dark, God blesses us with a light, and this was the light that God blessed me, which has shaped my destiny today. So I am so privileged and honored today to introduce that opportunity to all of you, so that that light can be thrown to all of you, and you can also start building a life of your dream. Next. So the founder of DXN is none other than Datuk Dr. Lim Seojan. Like how in India the highest civilization award is Bharat Ratna, likewise he has received an honorable award in Malaysia called Datuk, right? This DXN was established in 1993, headquartered in Malaysia, operating in 180 plus countries today, 28 plus factories around the world, 16 million consumers across the world, and $2 billion turnover annually. And today, what you're seeing, Dr. Lim Seo Jen is not just an entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist. He is one of the panel member in WHO where he's contributing to the development of human health. And we are so proud that we are partnering with such an amazing entity, isn't it? Can we go to the next slide? So DXN vision and mission is simple, providing health, wealth, and happiness. As I already said that you have two options. Either you can invent your own product, find out what is the problem and start inventing your own product and give it. Or we can do something where we can collaborate and start, giving that vision to people. You tell me that how many people today are suffering from health? How many people are today lacking opportunities where they can create wealth? And today happiness is one of the biggest sector where people need that peace of mind. People need that the soulfulness, I can call. So today, what if we can start providing them through DXN? Don't you think it's going to be amazing, right? Can we go to the next slide? So when it comes to health, let's see in the world, do you think, how do you know that healthy? I want all of you to rate yourself from 1 to 10. How much healthy are you today, right? So according to Forbes, they say 5% of people are only healthy, 15% people are sick, and 80% people are unhealthy. So how do we know that we are unhealthy? How can we tell it to ourselves that are we healthy or unhealthy? Can we go to the next slide? So, if you see why 80% people today are unhealthy, because of two reasons. One is deposit of toxin and lack of nutrition. Just observe in our day-to-day lifestyle, everything are we eating today, is it adding health to our body or it is taking out health from our body? Can we analyze today? Can we go to the next slide? How do you think these toxins are getting accumulated? Let's see and let you decide that how much healthy are you today. Is that okay? So, how many of us drink water in plastic? We store the products in the plastic tumbler, and the brush that what we are using is a plastic Bristol. So, if at all you're all using it, let's come back to our senses today. Let's understand there is a toxin called BPA which is entering into our body, which is a root cause for this obesity problem, hormone related cancer, infertility, diabetes, neurological disorders, whatnot, right? Next. How many of us use the skin care products, the oil, the makeup items, lipstick? Even I use it certain times, even though we know we can't avoid it. But because of it, see how much of body is getting affected. Ovary related problems, asthma, obesity, thyroid, breast cancer, reproductive disorder, hypertension, diabetes. Like, can you imagine that every day the product that what we are eating, 1 or 2 days it might not affect, but imagine in over a period of time, over years of together, how much the body is getting affected to us, right? Can we go to the next slide? Okay, so how many of us love chocolates, drinking Coca-Cola, donuts, right? There is a sweetener, artificial sweetener called sucralose, which is entering into our body, which is again causing digestive problem, gut health, insulin related problem, risk of cancer, obesity, right? Can we go to the next slide? And finally, we also eat fruits and vegetables, and we believe that, oh, yes, this is at least healthy. But because of this industrialization and agricultural evolvement, there is insecticides and pesticides which is going to grow these fruits and vegetables. And that's where this glyphosate is entering our body again, which is causing diabetes, cardiovascular disease, reproductive issues, damage of DNA, whatnot, right? Can we go to the next slide? Finally, how many of us are using mobile and internet? Now also we are connected through this mobile and internet, isn't it? We know we want to avoid it, but because of our lifestyle, we can't avoid it. And again, it is disrupting our sleep patterns, neurological disorders. We don't get sleep very often, isn't it? Nerve related problems. Why do you think it's happening? All of this is because every single day our body is exposed to a toxin with or without your knowledge. So, when we know that this has become our lifestyle today, then what is the solution? Can you imagine 1 or 2 day getting exposed to all of this is okay? But every day, if it is getting exposed, that's where at the age of 30, we are encountered with diseases. We are encountered with diabetes, PP. At the age of 40, people are dying out of heart attack. At the age of 50, people are even scared to even live. That is what the condition has become today, isn't it? So today we have got an amazing solution for all of this. Can we go to the next slide? Amazing solution for all of this. If something is going inside, it means it can also come out. That is, detoxification can happen, and also we can start providing a micronutrition, which is going to be a ultimate solution, a one-stop solution for all our health related problem. And it is none other than a king of all the herbs in the planet introducing you nothing called as Ganoderma. Can we go to the next slide? So I want to talk about a small story. As I said already, Dr. Lim Siochen, also who has studied IIT in Kharagpur. Once he was traveling, he saw there was a villagers who was not falling sick from a long time. They did not had any diseases, and these villagers were finding out they were what these people were doing. They were burning something, taking out these ashes, mixing it in the water, and they were drinking. They were applying it to the skin, they were applying it to the air, and he was astonished that generally these ashes we throw it away, right? But how come these people are mixing it and taking inside? And that's where he was a little bit curious. And when he encountered and started asking what is this, that's where for the first time he got to know about this Ganoderma. He came back and he did a lot of research. He went and asked his dad, where his dad was also a herbalist, Nati house, we call it, right? So he started understanding more about this Ganoderma, and his dad was also not knowing, and that's where the research started, and that's when he started understanding its effect on the human body. Can we go to the next slide? He started researching, and almost he did a research for 10 years, and he understood that Ganoderma is not a simple herb. It's a nature's treasure. It's not a man-made. It has a history of 5,000 years. Only kings and queens were using it. If you see, all Japanese people look younger. Their skin is always shining because their major diet was this Ganoderma. So having said that, Dr. Lim started understanding. So he started cultivating Ganoderma. So instead of burning, he started freezing it and taking out that concentrated powder and started giving it to all. He did a clinical research, started giving it on animals, birds, and he found an enormous difference between they started becoming high energetic, it started flying, the reproductive system were being good, and that's where he decided to open up this company called DXN through this Ganoderma. And to date, Ganoderma is, if we start consuming Ganoderma, it's a blessing. We call it's a spiritual herb. It's a one-stop solution for all the problems that what you are seeing or facing today. Because when I make you understood how our body is getting affected, you see, it's not a choice necessity. It's not a choice today, Ganoderma, right? If we require it, we will take it. It's not a choice today. Ganoderma is a necessity for all of us because we are not able to avoid all the lifestyle that whatever I said recently right now, isn't it? So Ganoderma is it's a blessing in my disguise. It's in my life because today it has helped me. As I said that when I was in a dark, I had lost all the confidence and I was not ready to show up to the world. My weight was increasing, my health was deteriorated, my skin problems was there. I did not like to look at myself. As a girl, we always have this beauty conscious, but when we don't like like ourselves, that's where our confidence goes down. When I started consuming Ganoderma, literally my health has improved, my weight has changed, my skin has started improving, I gained back my confidence. And not just that, today as a proud daughter, when I the best thing that what I can give to my family is the health. As a daughter or as a son, what is the best thing that we can give to our family is the health, right? So today, my dad, and I'm so proud that my dad loves Ganoderma. He's the biggest fan of this Ganoderma, and that's the biggest blessing that I can consider. So I recommend and I tell that Ganoderma has to be present, available in each of our house, because it's a way that we can start having a security of health in our family. Can we go to our next slide? So if you see, there are 400 companies where already who are selling Ganoderma, but DXN turns out to be the largest Ganoderma company. The reason is because it has multiple factories we cultivate. It is not about just selling, we do it. It's a biotechnology company. So cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, everything is under the name of DXN. That's how we start giving the quality products. So any products that you get out from DXN is a quality, it's a result oriented products. Can we go to the next slide? So I'm super lucky that I got a chance to visit with one of our leader, Mr. Sam, who hosted the show today, to our Telangana factory, where the company has invested in a big factory in cultivation and growing this Ganoderma. So I was super lucky to hold that. And like I saw how it is cultivated. Imagine that you are getting an opportunity to see what products that you're eating. Like we use a lot of products in our day-to-day lifestyle, right? Do you know how it's been manufactured? Do you know how healthy it is or how much harmful it is? So I'm so today blessed today. Whatever I'm eating today, I got a chance to see how it has been manufactured and how pure it is, right? Can we go to the next slide? So now how can we make this Ganoderma? We know Ganoderma is not a choice today. It's a necessity. It has to get into our lifestyle somehow or the other, right? So how can we make this Ganoderma to get into our lifestyle? So it's nothing but with a sip of our DXN coffee and tea. So can we go to the next slide? If you see the business opportunity today, what I'm saying, as I said, that many of us are facing a lot of problem. And we also know that 62% of people today are consuming tea and 43% are consuming coffee. It means the entire market is ours. Everybody drinks coffee or tea, isn't it? Can we go to the next slide? So the coffee or tea that what we are drinking today, it is having a milk, a flavor, saturated sugar, refined sugar, right? So as I said, everything is causing an effect to our body. But what if today, anyways, coffee and tea is going inside our body, instead of coffee which is taking out health, what if we can replace it to a coffee with Ganoderma which can add health to each one of our life? Don't you think it's going to be amazing, right? So here we are having a Lindsay coffee, which is called 2-in-1 black coffee, which is my favorite. So you can see here. And so I drink this. It has helped me in weight loss. Majority of the things which black coffee has helped me in weight loss, brain tonic, and I feel very light when I start taking this coffee, right? Can we go to the next slide? So this is one of my favorite coffee. Again, if you can see, Zemoka. This is a stress reliever. All of the IT people who are in the laptop all the time, who don't have time to energize yourself, and you keep sipping coffee or tea for energy, but here you go, you start drinking Zemoka, and you see your health is also amazing and your mind will also be amazing, right? Can we go to the next slide? Cordyceps coffee, which is very good for energy. If you want energy, heart related problem, and if you want to look younger, skin related, anti-aging, I think this is the best coffee that you need to go for. Next. Cocosi, this is for all the ladies and for all the children. This is amazing. See, all the women, we undergo this cycle, right? The period cycle. So there is a lot of mood swings that happen. So I think when you start drinking this, there's an enhance of mood. And for all the kids, it's a memory concentration, memory power, and blood circulation would be increased. So immunity is enhanced, helps in digestion. So this is the best thing for all the women's, and of course for men's as well. But yes, women love chocolate. So this could be one of the way where you can start adding to your diet. Next. Lemon Z, again, this is my favorite, and I'm already drinking here, right? So, this is very good for digestion, especially in the hot. You can drink cold, and if in the winter, you can start drinking hot, and you can start seeing how the digestion is good, energy, the stamina is improved, right? Blood pressure, it supports blood pressure as well, anti aging as well. So, next. So likewise, we have so many. This is again an Indian chai. We can call masala tea with lot of herbs which is added into it, spices which is added into it. It's very refreshing. So if some of you can't drink, avoid milk, maybe you can add this. Of course, milk is not good for health, but if you still can't avoid, but at least adding this tea can help you in, improving your health. Next. Okay, kombucha again. It's one of the favorite thing. If you can start drinking this fermented black tea, it's a one of the beverage instead of drinking this Coke or artificial sweetener beverages. If you can start shifting this to this kombucha, you can start seeing improving in your digestion. You can start seeing improving in your skin. You can improve your gut health, digestion, and it's really amazing. Continuously for 30 days, start drinking one bottle. I think you will find your difference by yourself. Next. Of course, it's not just the coffee or tea or beverages that we have. We have multiple products and sectors as well. You can start consuming Ganoderma in the pure form, in the either a powder form or in the capsule form. And we have the personal skin care. We have aloe vera products. We have Ayurvedic series. We have kitchen and the cleaner items as well. These are the multiple products which DXN is providing us. The best part is whatever the products that you choose, it's a result oriented products. From morning to night, we all use products, isn't it? Who will not use products? But are we going to talk about just using, or we are going to see the result? We most of the time we don't see the result because we just see the advertisement, we take the product, we eat it, and we just go away. But whatever the product that you choose from DXN, you can start coming back and telling, oh, I saw this result, this is what happened with me, and that's what happened with me as well. Can we go to the next slide? If you can see my biggest testimony, as I said, Ganoderma has been a blessing in disguise in my life. Can you see my before picture and can you see my after picture? Who will not be confident when you can have a transformation like this in your skin, in your body, in your energy levels, in your stamina, isn't it? If you see the right hand side, the host of the day today, Mr. Sam, now is more an handsome, energetic, right? So this is what Ganoderma has done to our lives, right? It has done to so many people's lives today. Next slide. Okay, so there are so many testimonials and how Ganoderma is a blessing in disguise in all of our life today. So if you want this blessing in disguise to come in your life, so what are you waiting for? You have to start using Ganoderma. As I said, Ganoderma is not a choice. It's a necessity. Now, since we know that Ganoderma is a necessity, each one of our home should have Ganoderma. Now, let's see that if we can start promoting this Ganoderma, what is the money that we can start making using coffee and tea? So what three principal DXN follow is, I've already said leverage. We are not doing alone, we are doing together as a team. Second, compounding. It's not an additional income, it's an exponential income. And the third is the word of mouth. So what is this word of mouth? How many of us, let's take if you go to a restaurant, we start saying that, hey, this food is good, you start going it. Let's take, we have a movie, we see a movie, we come back and post it in Facebook and say this movie is amazing, and because of your promotion there is somebody who is making money, there is somebody's business which is improving. And by the way, how many of us have WhatsApp today? Does the owner of the WhatsApp come and told you that install this WhatsApp and it's very good and easy to chat? No, right? So any of the products that what we're using today, whether it is online or offline, it is because of a recommendation of our close ones, isn't it? That's how powerful the word of mouth is. What if we can start doing to ourselves and we can start making money? start using the products. And that's what I am doing today, right? I love this products. It has helped me, it has helped my family. And today I'm telling all of you, and if I'm telling all of you, it means, and if this can benefit you, you also going to do the same. So if this can be converted into a solid business model where everything happens through references, where you being a happy customer can also be a brand ambassador. If you see, only 40% of the sale happens through advertisement. There is a lot of advertisement which happens. But do you know advertisement and sale is a two different concept? The sale doesn't happen through advertisement. Through advertisement, it's just an introduction. People get to know, okay, there is some product like this. But you know how sales happens? It's through word of mouth. And today, that's the biggest key that how are we building the business. Can we go to the next slide? So let me quickly talk about how DXN starts sharing the profit. Now we know that there is an amazing product with us, a coffee and tea and multiple products having a Ganoderma into it, which is going to be beneficial to all of us. So if we start using it, and we also get a chance to be a brand ambassador, and we're going to start making money through this DXN model, right? So how DXN pays money is through profit, 6% to 37%. And there are 10 ways that you can start making money. But since time is short, I am going to tell you the 2 ways that how you can start making money. First is the retail profit, and second is the points. Means every product like this has points. So as I said, I'll give an example through this black coffee, as it's my favorite. Let's consider this black coffee, okay? Black coffee as a distributor price. Let's take, I start drinking this black coffee. I decided to do business. I get at a price at 730 rupees. And if I give it to a customer, I can give it at a MRP of 915. So what is the profit? 185 rupees. So now imagine, like I stay in Bangalore, you know, Bangalore population is 1 crore plus. So even if I can consider 1% of 1 crore, it is 1 lakh. So if I can start giving this black coffee, which is very good for health, having a highest percentage of Ganoderma into it, I can make a retail profit of 1 crore 85 lakh. So let's consider now how are we going to reach this? All that comes in the next level. So there comes a personal branding, all that will be thought, right? Now that is one type of income where you start making your retail profit, right? The second income is each coffee, like let's take the black coffee or the lemon tea or the Zee Mocha. Everybody has a different tastes, you know. So each one of you made up retail profit. Now each of the products has something called as points. So if you, let's take every home, there is a coffee and tea, there is a grocery. So at least nothing less than 5,000 rupees goes out of the house as a grocery. What if we can start educating people about the Ganoderma and start switching to the Ganoderma products, right? So likewise, there is points you're going to get. So each product has a point. So let's consider all of this as points, and there are 1,500 points, right? Next. So the same, let's take 1 lakh people, or let's consider the 1,000 families. So if we can start educating, do you only want to be healthy? Do you only want your family to be healthy, or do you want other people also to be healthy? Let's take, I've got a gift today. Shall I keep it to myself? It's bad, right? So I should also start telling out to people so that they can also be benefited to it. So likewise, what if we can start educating and telling all the people in and around us, 1,000 families, just shifting from the normal products what they're using to start consuming the coffee and tea with total purchase of 1,500 points. So let's see what are the profit that we are going to make. So 1,000 family having 5,000 rupees products, that is 1,500 volume, which is going to give us a 15 lakh total volume. As I already said, DXN is paying us from 6% to 35%. So let's consider 20% of average profit also. Your income is 3 lakh. So here we made 2 types of income, which is again an active income. You're physically present and doing that. One is that retail profit, which I said 1 crore, and now the 3 lakh per month income, which is through the points. Now let's go to the actual recurring income, the passive source of income. Now let's take, I'll give an example of McDonald's. So McDonald's, they started first with the burger, right? They made a one center, they started selling the burgers. Today, if you see, McDonald's is present in all over the world. It has 32,000 outlets. So every profit, whatever the turnover is happening, the one who has given this franchisee is making money. So today he's there, he's not there, still is making money. That's how DXN is also providing an opportunity for us, where you're not just getting a personal franchisee, where you're not just making this 1 crore profit or 3 lakh rupees per month, but you also get an opportunity where you can start giving the personal franchisee to other people, where they can start creating a wealth for themselves. So you are also going to create wealth. You can help other people also to create wealth, right? So like that, if we can start, giving franchisee license to people who wants to have wealth for themselves, let's see the profit. What is that they are going to make? So everybody are doing just a retail profit, just a turnover of 15,000 rupees, let's take. Good, right? So consumption 5,000 rupees we are doing. And as a business owner, if we are helping all the people to just have a turnover of 15,000 rupees, it's very, very least. We can do more. A chai shop can do a turnover of 5 lakh rupees, right? A normal pawn shop will do a turnover of 1 lakh rupees, right? But here we are in a place where we are actually providing health. So it means, imagine how much turnover that we can do just with transfer of knowledge, just with transfer of education, right? Can we go to the next slide? So if you see, if we can start having 10 independent business owners just doing a turnover of 15,000 rupees, that is 5,000 PV, it's 5,000 rupees income. So now you might be thinking, oh, it's very less, 5,000 rupees. Remember the compounding, what I said, 2 rupees was less. But multiplied over 30 days, it became 500 crores. And that's what exactly DXN is providing us, right? So now if you start having 100 IBOs, independent business owners in your team, you start making 50,000 rupees. Likewise, 1,000, you start making 5 lakh, 10,000, you start making 50 lakh, 1 lakh, you start making 5 crore, right? So 10 lakh, you can see it can go on and on and on. But now let me tell you, even if we can start making 10% of whatever the income, that whatever I'm showing the projection, right? So of course, I have not reached to the last slide, which you can see how much it is showing, right? 500 crores. I might have not reached it, but I'm so privileged that I'm working with my mentor, who is actually helping so many people today through this system, beautiful system called RVC. So I want to introduce them to you. Can we go to the next slide? Our gurus and all of our gurus, none other than Dr. Ratna ma'am and Professor Vasupal sir. Today, you saw 100 people, 1,000 people, 1 lakh people, right? Today, Dr. Ratna ma'am and Professor Vasupal sir has reached 90 lakh network. So many people's house, their photos are present. You know why? It is not just that they worked for themselves, but today they are helping so many people to create that wealth. They come from a background where sir was a professor in economics background and ma'am was a doctor, studied so much. But when they saw Ganoderma, they understood the power of Ganoderma, and they launched DXN in India. And that's how today they have tapped 90 lakh people. Today, you can see from DXN, where their income was 5 lakh rupees at that point of time in the year 2000. Today it has crossed more than a crore. They have made properties, getting income from 30 plus properties. Today living in Dubai, living legend, living example for all of us. And not just that, today they are getting a privilege to enjoy what DXN is giving. They're traveling in a private jet of DXN. I think getting mentored by them is most privileged. And anybody who is getting mentored by Dr. Ratna ma'am or Professor Vasupal sir are super lucky. If they can do it, imagine all of us can do it. So that's the hope, right? So can we go to the next slide? Like, under the guidance of Dr. Ratna ma'am and Professor Vasupal sir, there are so many crown ambassador of DXN, like Buddhiman Salim, again earning 8-figure income. Can we go to the next slide? Sim and Lee, again, they are making earning 8-figure income from a different country. Can we go to the next slide? Dharmashila ma'am and Surendra Prasad, again, they are an inspiration for me. Why? Because they come from a background where ma'am had not studied anything, right? She had a problem where they were not having kids. But when somebody introduced DX and Ganoderma, they understood the potential. And today, Dharmashila ma'am has helped 700 females to make 1 lakh rupees every month. It's not a joke, right? Everybody today here just go out to make money, but who gets an opportunity where you also make money and you can help somebody else also to make money? That's the beauty of this DXN, right? Can we go to the next slide? So there's another gentleman, Mohammed Fatimi Ghani from UAE, earning 7-figure income earner. So if you go check out in DXN website, can we go to the next slide? Like this, you can find so many top earners who are not making less than 10 lakh rupees per month. So this is an inspiration to all of us that if they can do it, it means we can also do it. It's just that we need to take a decision. So can we go to the next slide? So last but not the least, I want to say one thing, that how can we start this DXN? So we saw today DXN has a one world-class products which is helping us to be healthy. It is providing us an opportunity where we are not just making money, but we can also create and help people to create wealth, and also money and time and freedom and health is there. We're of course happy, isn't it? That's what DXN is giving to all of us. So how to get started is simple. Register for free. You have to complete your KYC and shop the products. Shopping the products is simple. You can either visit the nearest stock point wherever is your city, and you can choose either to purchase 10,000 rupees product, use it for yourself, 20,000 rupees product, 30,000 rupees. There is no limit on how much products that you can start purchasing. The best part is the more you use it, that's how you can start telling it to people that yes, this worked for me and it can work for you as well, right? So what are you waiting for? Time is now. If you're still not registered, go register yourself, start using the products and understand the benefit that DXN can give out for all of us. So now, last but not the least, everything is good, right? What is in it for us? So as I said, coming back to my story of Pipeline, Babu and Bablu, you see, Babu was making a job income, that is a bucket income, right? Where he was happy in the beginning. So after 10 years, you will also be making, let's take 3 lakh. But what if you're not there? Zero, right? Likewise, self-employed business, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a lawyer, you're an actor, you're having a business. You're making 30,000 rupees. After 10 years, you might be making 3 lakh, 4 lakh. But what if you're not alive? Will it actually give you income? But DXN is equivalent to building your pipeline. Let's take, if you start investing your time today in building DXN business, in the beginning, yes, it requires time to understand and start making money. Let's say you start making 30,000 rupees. After 10 years, you're making 3 lakh rupees. But the best part here today, even if you're not alive, you will start getting the money from DXN. The pure example is if you can go in YouTube, type DXN legacy, you will start finding out that how DXN has given that privilege to all the people because of certain demands that if they are passed out, how DXN has given the income to their family and the generation, and that's what is called legacy, isn't it? So today we are talking about security. What security that job is giving us, what security the business is giving us, but today DXN is giving that utmost security. So if we want to get that privilege of this security, time is now, my dear friends. So if you've still not yet started, this is the time where you can go out, register, start using the products and understand what is the benefit, and learn how this business works and start spreading it across to people. So what you can create a wealth for yourself, health for yourself, and start giving out to the other people as well. Can we go to the next slide? So I think there is no secret to success. So some of you must be thinking, when I said 1 lakh, reaching out 1 lakh people, reaching out 1,000 families, how will it happen? Is it something like selling the product? Do I have to go and sell? hold on to all of your thoughts. It's not about you going to door and selling it. There is a system for success, right? You are creating your personal brand. It's like ant is going to sugar or sugar is coming to ant. Ant is coming to sugar, right? So you have some sugar in your ant. It's just that you need to learn how the ant should come towards you, and who is going to teach that is nothing but the system, that is the Rising Legends, powered by RBC system. I'm super lucky that I've been mentoring from our gurus directly, and I'm super privileged that I have learned today, the person that I have become, and the success stories that I'm able to produce, the team I'm able to produce, if I'm able to recognize my own potential, it is only because of the system. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you as well. Can we go to the next slide? So, what are you going to learn? Any entrepreneur requires the mindset, right? So, you're going to learn about mindset, personal branding, social media mastery, how you can have the customers, how you can have distributors, leadership development program, personality. So, you can start having all, right? So I think I'm coming to the end of the meeting. Can we go to the next slide? So, last but not the least, if you have any question, who has invited you for this meeting, quickly book an action call and start clarifying. And as I said, I will cover just one last statement before I winding up. As I already said that DXN has actually become a light in my life, which has actually given a 360 paradigm shift in my life. This DXN is not just about the products, it's not just about the money, it is actually a life. It can be a hope to so many people. So some of you here who really wants that growth, if you want that health, if you want that opportunity where you can start having that soulful living life, right? DXN is a gateway where some of you might have invited here today, and they are the God messages. God will not come and tell you, right? Just like that, this is a good opportunity, God will send the messengers. So likewise, there would be a God messengers who might have shared you this link and asked you to watch this video. So this could be a turning point in your life. So one last thing I can tell you, that nothing will change without you taking a decision. Today you might have listened to the complete story, but if you can go back, sleep, aram se sit, it's the same life again. Tomorrow again you have to wake up, go to office, 9 to 5 job, everything will happen, right? But today, if you decide, if you take a decision today, from tomorrow you have a purpose to work with. You are going to be healthy, you can help so many people to be healthy, you have a gift in your hand where you can start spreading it across to your people, right? So everything starts with decision. So from now to next 5 years, how your life is going to be, it's with the decision that what you're going to make. So thank you so much everyone for listening to me. It's super privileged to get this opportunity from RVC channel for a budding entrepreneur like me to present this opportunity. And I hope that each one of you can actually get such opportunities to evolve in your life and go crown ambassador. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Over to Sam.
Thank you so much, Sonika, for an exceptional presentation on this limitless possibility, within the DXN opportunity. You have not just shared your knowledge, but you have sparked the fire of ambition, Like a huge thanks to DXN RBC, especially to our Dr. Ratna ma'am and Professor K. Vasupalaya. Like I'm a greatest fan of him, So thank you so much for RBC for providing this opportunity where you guys have created a platform. The dreams are turning into plans and actions, right? Remember this, my dear friends: success is not for the chosen few, but for the few who choose, right? Today you have a choice to take control for your future, to seize this opportunity and rise beyond your limits. So now it is time to take an action. Don't let inspiration fade. As Sonika said, share this session, this link with those who are ready to grow and who are ready to create that financial freedom for themselves, right? Let's create a wave of success that can't be stopped. Success isn't tomorrow, it is for those who take action today. So let's push forward, break barriers, turn our dreams into reality. Thank you for all the people for joining, and until next time, Stay unstoppable. Thank you so much.